I used to think being blind meant I couldn't see betrayal coming. Turns out I was wrong. I could smell it. I never imagined heartbreak would have a scent. Sweet vanilla mixed with desperate pheromones that didn't belong to me. The kind of omega scent that clung to expensive suits and left traces on skin that no amount of cologne could hide. If you love dark Omegaverse romance, betrayal that cuts deep, and finding safety in the most dangerous places, subscribe now. This story gets darker, deeper, and more complicated from here. I promise you won't see the ending coming, even if you could see. The gala was loud, not in the way sighted people notice. I mean the kind of loud that presses against your skin. Crystal chandeliers humming with electricity overhead, champagne bubbling in glasses, to leather shoes clicking against marble in rhythms that told stories about who was nervous, who was confident, who was hunting. This was the annual Syndicate Summit, where the three most powerful packs in the region gathered to pretend they didn't want to kill each other. I was here because I belonged to them, the Chen triplets, Cade, River, and Storm. Three identical alpha kings who ruled the East Syndicate with iron fists and cold calculation. I'd been theirs for 2 years, their secret, their kept Omega, the one they never claimed publicly, but never let go of privately. I stood near what I'd been told was a balcony, my cane resting against my leg. Nobody talked to me at these events. I was decoration. The blind Omega who came with the Chen brothers but wasn't introduced, wasn't acknowledged, wasn't protected unless it was convenient. My fingers traced the rim of my untouched champagne glass. The carbonation tickled my skin. 14 steps to my left was the exit. I'd counted when we arrived. Always count, always know where the doors are. That's how you survive when you can't see what's coming. Their scents reached me first. Pine and smoke and winter rain. The triplets, all 3 of them. My heart did that stupid flutter it always did. Even after 2 years of being their secret. Even after countless nights of being told I was special, but never special enough to claim. They weren't alone. A 4th scent, Omega, definitely Omega. Sweet vanilla and something else. Something that made my stomach twist, arousal. I heard Storm's laugh, low and intimate, the kind of laugh he used to give me in private. Now he was giving it to someone else. In public, where everyone could hear. You're so beautiful. Cade's voice, smooth, appreciative. I'd heard him say those words to me exactly once, in the dark, where nobody could see, where it didn't count. My hands started shaking. The champagne glass trembled. I set it down carefully on what I hoped was a table, found the surface, placed it down, focused on the small victory of not dropping it, because if I focused on that, I wouldn't have to focus on the sound of fabric rustling, on River's low rumble of approval, on the Omega giggling, on my mates, my alphas, my everything, touching someone else. I should leave. That's what my brain said. Walk away, preserve dignity, don't make a scene. But my body wouldn't move, just stood there, blind and frozen and pathetic, while the men I loved showed me exactly how replaceable I was. Someone bumped into me, didn't apologize, just muttered something about the blind Omega blocking the walkway. I stepped aside automatically, always apologizing for existing, always making myself smaller. The scent got stronger, all 4 of them moving closer. The Omega was between them now. I could tell by the way their scents wrapped around hers. Possessive, claiming, public, everything they never did with me. My chest hurt, physical pain, like someone had reached inside and squeezed. Is that? A voice near me. Female. Curious. Are the Chen triplets actually claiming someone publicly? Another voice. Male. Mocking. About time. They've been single for too long. I wanted to scream. I'm right here. I'm their Omega. But I wasn't. Not really. Because if I was, they wouldn't be doing this, would they? I forced my body to move. 1 step. 2. My cane found the edge of something. A column, maybe. I used it to orient myself. 14 steps to the exit. I'd counted. I could make it. You're leaving already. Storm's voice, right behind me. I froze. He sounded amused, entertained. Like this was funny. I have a headache. My voice came out steady. Surprisingly steady. Good. Lie like you mean it. The Omega with them giggled again. I think your friend is shy. Friend? The word hit like a slap. I'm sure he is. Cade's voice now, dismissive. He's always been sensitive. Sensitive, like it was a flaw, like feeling things was weakness. I'll call a car, River said. His hand touched my arm. I jerked away. Instinct. Couldn't help it. His scent was wrong. Covered in vanilla, that wasn't mine. He paused, surprised maybe. Then his fingers closed around my elbow anyway. Firm, let me help you. I don't need help. I did. I absolutely did. But I'd rather fall down these stairs than let him touch me right now. His grip tightened. Don't be difficult. Difficult. I laughed. Couldn't help it. Short. Broken. Of course, I'm the difficult one. What's that supposed to mean? Storm again. Closer now. All three of them surrounding me. The Omega hanging back. Watching, probably. Everyone watching. Nothing. I pulled my arm free. I'm fine. I'll get my own car. You don't have to. Cade started. I said I'm fine. My voice cracked. Betrayed me. Just leave me alone. Silence. Heavy. Awkward. Then River sighed. We'll talk about this later, when you're calm, when I'm calm, like I was the problem, like I was overreacting. Fine, I managed. Talk later. I turned, miscalculated. My cane caught on something. I stumbled, caught myself. Heard the Omega gasp. Heard someone snicker. Heard my dignity shatter on marble floors. I walked, didn't run, didn't let myself run. Just walked with my head up and my cane tapping and my heart breaking with every step. Made it outside. Cold air hit my face. Rain. I could smell it coming. Feel the pressure change. A storm. Perfect. My phone buzzed. I pulled it out. Voice activation. Text from River. You're being childish. We'll discuss this at home. I laughed. Actually laughed. Standing in the cold. About to get drenched. Alone. Childish. Another buzz. Cade this time. The Omega meant nothing. Don't embarrass us. Embarrass them. I typed back. Voice to text. Shaky. I'm not coming home. Send, delete their numbers, all three. Block them before I could change my mind. My phone rang immediately. Unknown number. I answered, ready to tell them to fuck off. Hello? Not them. Different voice. Deeper, unfamiliar. You're Kai, aren't you? I froze. Who is this? Someone who's been watching you stand alone at these events for 2 years. The voice was calm, almost gentle. Someone who thinks you deserve better. My breath caught. I should hang up. This was weird, dangerous. I'm Dante Volkov, he continued, North Syndicate, your mate's enemy. Oh God, I should definitely hang up. I know what they just did to you, he said quietly. I know you're standing outside in the rain. I know you have nowhere to go. How? How did he? I have a car 3 feet to your left. His voice was closer now, not through the phone, in person. I spun, heard footsteps, felt warmth, presence. He was right there. I can take you somewhere safe, he said. No obligations, no expectations, just away from here. This was insane. He was the enemy. The rival, the one the triplets warned me about, the one they said would use me to hurt them, but they just hurt me themselves. So what did it matter? Okay, I whispered. Okay, I'll go. The car was warm, leather seats, expensive, the kind of car that costs more than most people made in a year. I sat rigid, cane clutched in both hands, heart hammering. What was I doing? Getting in a car with a stranger, with my mate's enemy. Former mates, I corrected myself. They made their choice. I felt him beside me, not touching, just present. His scent was different from the triplets, colder, sharper, cedar and gunmetal and winter frost. It should have scared me. Instead, it felt steady. You're shaking. His voice, low, concerned. I'm fine. Liar. He shifted. I heard fabric rustling, then warmth draped over my shoulders. His jacket. You don't have to. Keep it, he said. You're cold. I pulled it closer. It smelled like him. Safe. Which was stupid. He was dangerous. He was. Take me home, I said. Not to them. To my apartment. You don't have your own apartment. How did he know that? I lived with them. Fine. Take me to a hotel. Can't? Why not? Because they'll find you in an hour. He said it matter-of-factly. They have every hotel in the city monitored. So where? His estate? North Syndicate territory, where they can't reach you. That's kidnapping. It's protection, he countered, unless you'd rather I take you back to them. No. The word came out fast, desperate. Then trust me. I don't know you. You don't know them either. Apparently. The truth of it hurt. 2 years. I'd given them 2 years, and I didn't know them at all. The drive was quiet. I counted turns, left, right, straight. Trying to map it in my head, trying to maintain some control. We stopped, engine cut off, door opened, cold air rushed in. May I help you out? He asked, not demanding, asking. I nodded, couldn't speak. His hand was careful, guiding my elbow, not gripping, not controlling, just there. We walked. I heard gravel crunch, then stone, then his voice calling out. She's a guest. No one touches her. No one speaks to her unless she initiates. Understood. A chorus of yes, sir. How many people were here? Inside now. Warm. The floors were smooth. Marble, maybe. The air smelled like wood polish and something else. Something that felt expensive. Your room is upstairs, he said. Private. Locked from the inside. You can leave whenever you want. Why are you doing this? I asked. Because? He paused. Because I know what it's like to be treated as disposable. The room was massive. I could tell by the echo when I walked in, by the way sound traveled differently. He guided me to the bed, sat me down gently. There's a bathroom to your right, he said. 10 steps. Everything you need is stocked, if you're hungry. There's a phone on the nightstand. Press 1. Someone will bring food. I just sat there, numb. This was too much, too kind. There had to be a catch. What do you want from me? I asked. Nothing. That's not true. Everyone wants something. He was quiet for a moment. Then, I want you to sleep tonight, without fear, without wondering if you're good enough. Just rest. My throat closed. When was the last time someone wanted that for me? I'll leave you. He started to move. Wait. He stopped. Why? Why help me? You're their enemy. Exactly. His voice hardened. And the best way to hurt them is to protect what they threw away. So I'm revenge. You're justice. He corrected. There's a difference. I didn't understand. Didn't have the energy to understand. I'm tired. I know. He moved toward the door. I'll be down the hall if you need anything. Dante. His name felt strange on my tongue. Yes. Thank you. The pause felt heavy. You're welcome, Kai. The door closed. I was alone, in a strange room, in enemy territory, and I felt safer than I had in 2 years. I woke to my phone exploding, buzzing, ringing, over and over, voice commands, read texts, 23 messages from Cade. Where are you? You're being dramatic. Come home. We need to talk. This is ridiculous. 15 from River. Stop ignoring us. The Omega meant nothing. You're overreacting. Come back. 11 from Storm. Kai, please. We can explain. Don't do this. I laughed, bitter. They didn't even notice I was gone until hours later. Delete all messages, block numbers, silence. Finally, a knock at the door. Soft. It's Dante. May I come in? The asking, always asking, yes. The door opened. I brought breakfast, he said. I wasn't sure what you liked, so I had them make options. I heard a tray set down, smelled coffee, eggs, something sweet. I'm not hungry. You haven't eaten since yesterday. How do you know? Because I pay attention. He said it simply, like it was obvious. I sat up, felt for the edge of the bed. He was there, guiding my hand to the tray without touching me, just directing. There's Braille labels, he said, on everything. I froze. What? I had them made last night, he continued, so you'd know what you're choosing. My fingers found the labels, raised dots, coffee, orange juice, eggs, toast, pancakes. He'd done this for me in one night. You didn't have to. I wanted to. Why? Because you deserve to choose? He said, even small things, especially small things. I couldn't speak, just trace the Braille, again and again. Nobody had ever. The triplets never. I'm sorry. His voice was closer now, not touching, just near. I shouldn't have assumed. If the labels are wrong, they're perfect, I whispered. They're perfect. I stayed. One day became two. Two became a week. Dante never pushed, never demanded, just existed around me. Breakfast every morning, Braille labels on everything. Dinner conversations where he described his day, asked about mine, listened, actually listened. He had the entire estate modified, textured pathways so I could navigate, audio descriptions of rooms. Staff trained to announce themselves before approaching. "You're doing too much," I said one evening. We were in what he called a library. I could smell old books and leather, feel warmth from a fireplace. "This is too much for a guest." "You're not a guest," he said. "Then what am I?" He was quiet for a long moment. "You're someone I want to keep safe." "Why?" I pushed. "What's in it for you?" "Revenge," he admitted, against them. "So I'm just a weapon." "No." His voice was firm. "You're a person who deserves better, if that hurts them." "Good, but that's not why I'm doing this." "Then why?" "Because," he exhaled, "because when I see you smile, I forget about revenge entirely." My breath caught. "That's dangerous." He laughed, soft. "I know." We fell into routines, morning coffee together, his descriptions of the sunrise. I love those. The way he described colors I couldn't see, gold like honey, pink like roses you can smell, orange like the warmth you feel on your skin. Afternoons in the library, him reading to me. His voice was perfect for it, deep, steady. He never rushed, never got impatient when I asked him to reread passages. Evenings on the terrace, cold air, his jacket around my shoulders, always his jacket, describing the city lights below, the way they look like stars. "You make everything sound beautiful," I said one night. "You make everything feel peaceful." He replied. I turned toward his voice. We'd been dancing around this for weeks. This thing between us, Dante. "Kai, I need to tell you something." "What?" "The triplets. They've been looking for you." "I knew they would be. They've offered a truce." He continued, "To get you back." "What did you say?" I told them no. "Why?" "Because..." His voice was closer. I felt him stand, felt him move near. "Because you're not a bargaining chip, and because I'm selfish. I don't understand." "May I?" he asked. "Touch your hand." "Yes." His fingers were warm. "Careful. I've been selfish," he said quietly. "Keeping you here, letting myself." He stopped. "Letting yourself what?" "Care about you," he finished. "More than I should." "Oh." I breathed. "I should let you go." He continued. "Should help you move somewhere neutral, somewhere safe from both of us." But I don't want to," he admitted. "I want you to stay." "Do you want me to stay?" I asked. "Or do you want to keep me from them?" "Both," he said honestly. "I won't lie to you, Kai. I want you here because it hurts them. But I also want you here because when you're gone, the estate feels empty." What if?" I started, voice shaking. "What if I want to stay, not because of them, because of you?" His thumb brushed over my knuckles. "Then stay," he whispered. "Stay and let me show you what it's like to be chosen. Not kept, not hidden, chosen." The claiming ceremony was small, just Dante's inner circle, his pack, witnesses to make it official, legal, binding. "You don't have to do this," he said that morning. "For the 100th time, you can still walk away." "I don't want to walk away," I said. "I want this, want you." The words felt right, true. He'd spent 2 months proving he meant everything he said. 2 months of patience, of asking, of never once making me feel like I owed him anything. "This is permanent," he warned. "Once I claim you, once we bond, there's no going back." "Good," I said. "I don't want to go back." The ceremony was simple, his hand in mine, his voice steady as he spoke the traditional words. "I claim you as my omega, my mate, my equal. I protect what is mine, and you are mine, my turn." Voice shaking. "I accept your claim, your protection, your bond. I am yours, and you are mine." The bond snapped into place. I felt it, like a thread pulling tight, connecting us, his emotions bleeding into mine, fierce, protective, reverent. You're trembling, he whispered. Good trembling or bad? Good. I managed, overwhelming but good. We have to make this public, he said later in his office. Our office now. The triplets need to know you're claimed, that you're protected under North Syndicate law. They'll retaliate. I know. His voice was grim. They'll call it an act of war. Let them, he said. I'll end any war that threatens you. The news broke at midnight. Formal announcement. Dante Volkov, North Syndicate Alpha, claims Kai Shen, formerly of East Syndicate, bond recognized under PAC law. My phone started ringing immediately. I'd unblocked one number, just one. Storm, the youngest triplet, the one who used to whisper that he loved me when his brothers weren't listening. I answered. Kai. His voice was wrecked, desperate. Kai, please tell me this is a lie. It's not. You bonded with him. Yes. Why? The word broke. Why would you do this? Because he asked, I said simply. And you never did. We were going to. When? I demanded. When, Storm? After 2 years of hiding me, when were you going to claim me? We needed time. Time. I laughed, bitter. You had 2 years. You chose someone else. That was a mistake. Then you should have told me that, I said, not let me find out you replaced me. We didn't replace. Yes, you did. I interrupted. You paraded her in front of everyone, in front of me, while I stood there blind and alone, and you called me sensitive for having feelings about it. Kai, I'm sorry, too late. I'm bonded now. I'm his. The words felt good, powerful. You don't understand. Storm's voice cracked. We love you. You loved keeping me secret. I corrected. There's a difference. Kai, please. We can fix this. We can. No, I said firmly. You can't. I'm claimed. I'm protected. I'm happy. You're with our enemy. He's not my enemy, I said. He's my mate. And he treats me better in 2 months than you did in 2 years. The line went quiet. Then, he's using you. To hurt us. Maybe, I admitted. But at least he's honest about it. You three lied every time you said I mattered. Kai. I hung up, blocked the number. It was done. The triplets didn't take it well. 3 days after the announcement, Dante's head of security burst into our room. Dawn. I was still half asleep. Sir, he said, urgent, East Syndicate forces at the North Gate. How many? All of them. Dante was up instantly. Stay here, he ordered. His voice had gone cold. Alpha Command, I'm coming with you. No. Kai, this is dangerous. I'm your mate, I said. Where you go, I go. He paused, then his hand found mine. Stay behind me, always. We went to the security room, monitors everywhere. Dante described what he saw. The triplets, all three, standing at the gate. Army behind them, Cade's holding a speaker. What's he saying? Dante's jaw clenched. He's demanding we return what belongs to them. I don't belong to them anymore. I know. Dante's hand tightened on mine. But they don't care. Open the gates, I said. What? Dante turned. Kai, no. Open them. I repeated. Let me talk to them. This is my choice. I need to make them understand. It's too dangerous. I trust you to keep me safe, I said. Don't I? The words hit him. He exhaled. You do. Then let me end this, before it becomes war. He was quiet for a long moment. Then, open the gates, he ordered, but keep weapons ready. If they touch him, you kill them. The gates opened. I heard them. Felt Dante beside me, solid, protective. The triplets' sense hit me. Pine smoke, winter rain. Once, that had meant safety. Now it just smelled like betrayal. Kai, Cade's voice, commanding. Come here. No, I said. Simple, final. You're ours, River said. We claimed you first. You never claimed me at all, I corrected. You kept me. There's a difference. This is insane, Storm said. He's manipulating you. Is he? I asked. Or did you manipulate me for 2 years? Making me think I mattered while hiding me like shame. We protected you, Cade said. From what? I demanded. From being loved publicly. You loved us, Rivers said, like it was fact. I did, I agreed, and you broke my heart. So I found someone who didn't. Dante's hand touched my back. Light, asking. I leaned into it. Permission. His arm came around my waist. Steady. You're making a mistake. Cade's voice was hard. No, I said. I made a mistake 2 years ago, thinking you'd ever choose me. This, I gestured between me and Dante. This is me choosing myself. The triplets were silent. Then Storm spoke, voice broken. We're sorry. I know, I said, softly. But sorry doesn't change anything. We can fix this, Cade insisted. How? I asked. You're bonded, Rivers said, to our enemy. He's not your enemy. Dante spoke for the first time, voice cold. He's your consequence. You had something precious. You threw it away. I picked it up. You stole him. No, I claimed him, Dante corrected, after asking, after courting, after showing him what it means to be chosen. Did you ever ask him what he wanted, or did you just assume he'd wait forever? The silence was damning. That's what I thought, Dante said. Now leave, before this becomes something bloody. We're not leaving without him, Cade said. Then you're not leaving. Dante's voice dropped. Dangerous. I have 50 men on this wall. You have 30 at your gate. Do the math. This is war. Rivers snarled. This is protection, Dante countered. Of my mate, who you abandoned. The triplets tried negotiating for an hour, offering treaties, money, territory, anything. I stayed silent. Let Dante handle it. Finally, Cade spoke. What do you want? For us to forget him. Never. What will it take? Dante's voice was final. Accept that he's mine, that he's happy, that you lost, and never, ever, come here again. The triplets left, defeated. I heard their cars drive away, felt the tension drain. You okay? Dante asked, his hand still on my back. Yeah, I said. I'm okay. You were brave. You were scary. I laughed. Good scary. Very good scary. He pulled me close, not asking this time, just holding. They won't give up, I said. Let them try. He murmured, I'll fight every war that threatens you, even ones I start myself. Months passed. The triplets tried everything. Messages, gifts, formal requests through pack channels. I ignored all of it. Life with Dante was good, better than good. He kept his promises, every single one. Public events. I stood beside him, introduced as his mate, his equal, and never hidden, never ashamed. Morning routines, coffee with braille labels, his voice describing the sunrise, the way he made colors feel warm. Nights, his hands careful, always asking, always waiting for permission, making me feel cherished instead of kept. I love you, I told him one night. We were in bed, his arm around me, safe, warm. I know, he said. How long have you known? Since the first morning, he admitted, when you cried over braille labels. I didn't cry. You did, he said gently. Happy tears, because no one had ever thought of it before. Oh, yeah. His thumb brushed my cheek. I love you too, he said, in case that wasn't clear. It was. I smiled, but I like hearing it anyway. We fell asleep like that, together, chosen, happy, 1 year later. The triplets sent a final message, through official channels, a formal apology. Acknowledgement of their mistakes, request for peaceful relations. Dante brought it to me. What do you want to do? He asked. Forgive them, I said, not forget, but forgive. You're sure? I'm happy, I said. I don't need revenge anymore, just peace. He smiled. Then we'll have peace. We sent back terms, formal truce, boundaries, respect. They agreed. It was over. The war that never happened. Ended with paperwork instead of blood. You did it, Dante said that night. Did what? Turned enemies into allies. I shook my head. No, you did. By choosing me. By showing them what they lost. I cupped his face. By being you. We stood there, mate and mate, equal and equal. the blind Omega who couldn't see, and the Alpha who made sure he never had to. Because love isn't about sight, it's about being seen. And for the first time in my life, I was the end. If you stayed until now, you know this wasn't just about revenge or betrayal. This was about choosing yourself, about finding someone who asks before they take, who sees you even when the world doesn't. If this story moved, you hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. Would you choose the chaos you know or the peace you deserve? Subscribe for more Omegaverse romance, more stories about mates who earn their bonds instead of demanding them, more proof that sometimes the enemy isn't the villain, sometimes they're your salvation. New stories drop every week, from mafia romance to fated mates, from enemies to lovers who actually deserve each other. Thank you for being here, for listening, for believing that everyone deserves to be chosen, not kept, not hidden, chosen. Until next time, choose the love that chooses you back. But before that ending, before the peace, before the forgiveness, there were darker days I haven't told you about yet. Days that tested everything Dante and I built. 3 weeks after the gate confrontation, after I thought it was over, I woke to shouting. Dante wasn't beside me. I reached out, found cold sheets, empty bed. Something was wrong. I grabbed my cane, navigated to the door. The shouting was louder now. Multiple voices, angry, Dante's study. I knew the way. Counted steps, turned left, 15 more steps. The door was cracked open. I shouldn't listen, should give him privacy. But one voice stopped me cold. Storm. Here, in Dante's estate. How? Your security is impressive, Storm was saying. His voice was different, harder, but not impossible. What do you want? Dante, cold, controlled, dangerous, to talk about Kai. No. There's nothing to discuss. He's my mate, my bond, my choice. Storm laughed, bitter. You really think he chose you, or did he choose revenge? My chest tightened. That's not. Storm continued. He was heartbroken, devastated. You took advantage. I gave him time. Dante's voice sharpened, gave him space, gave him choice. Things you never offered. We loved him. Past tense. Dante noted. Interesting. We love him. Storm corrected. Present, always. Then you should have shown it. When it mattered, the silence was heavy. Then Storm spoke again, quieter. Does he know? Know what? That you've been planning this for months. My blood went cold. What? Planning what? I heard movement, papers rustling. I have your communications, Storm said, with your pack, 3 months before the gala, before you saw your chance. No, that's not. The timeline shows you were watching him. Dante's voice was too quiet, dangerous quiet, waiting for us to slip, to give you an opening. And we did, didn't we? We handed him to you. I felt sick. This couldn't be true. Dante wouldn't. Would he? Calculated, Storm continued. Every kindness, every gentle word, every time you asked permission, all designed to make him fall for you, to make him trust you, to turn him against us. Get out, Dante said. Or what? Storm challenged. You'll kill me. Start a war. Prove me right, that you're just using him. I'm not. Then tell him the truth. Storm's voice. Quadra rose. Tell him you've been planning to take him from us since you first saw him. Tell him he's not your mate. He's your revenge. He is my mate. Dante roared. The bond is real. The claim is real. But the beginning wasn't. Was it? Silence. Long. Damning. That's what I thought, Storm said. He deserves to know. Then tell him yourself, Dante said, since you're so concerned about honesty. I will. Footsteps, coming toward the door, toward me. I backed away, too slow. The door opened. Storm stopped, saw me, his face. I couldn't see it, but I heard his breath catch. Kai, how much did you hear? All of it. My voice was steady, surprising. Storm reached for me. I stepped back. Don't. Kai, please. Let me explain. Explain what? I asked. That Dante planned this, or that you broke my heart and now want me back? Both, Storm said. Neither. I don't know. His voice cracked. I just know I love you, and I can't watch him have you. Even if he planned it, I asked quietly. Even if everything was manipulation. You still want me? Yes, Storm whispered. Always. Dante appeared in the doorway, silent, waiting. Dude, is it true? I asked him, did you plan this? Yes, no hesitation, no lies. How long? 3 months before the gala. Why? Because. His voice was careful. Because I saw how they treated you. Saw you standing alone at events. Saw the way you flinched when they touched you in public. Saw everything they did wrong and decided to use it. I finished. Yes. The honesty hurt worse than lies would have, and the bond. I asked, the claiming, the everything, was that planned too? No, he said firmly. That was real. How do I know? Because if it was fake. He stepped closer. I wouldn't feel like my chest is caving in right now. Wouldn't feel terrified you're going to leave. Wouldn't. His voice broke. Wouldn't love you the way I do. Storm made a sound. Disgusted. You don't love him. You love winning. Maybe at first, Dante admitted, but not now. Now I love him because he's him, because he makes me want to be better, because when he smiles I forget about everything else. Pretty words, Storm sneered, from a pretty liar. And what are you? I asked Storm, turning to face his voice. The truth, he said. We made mistakes, horrible mistakes, but we never lied about loving you. You just never showed it, I said. There's a difference between loving someone and treating them like they matter. We were scared, Storm said. Of what? Of losing you. Then you should have held tighter, I said, not pushed me away. Kai, please. Both of them said it, together. I laughed, broken sound. You're both asking me to choose, to decide who's telling the truth, who loves me more, who deserves me. Number, Dante said quietly. I'm asking you to choose yourself. What you want, not what we want. What makes you happy? I stood there, between two alphas, one who planned to take me, one who planned to keep me, both claiming love, both possibly lying. I choose. I stopped, looked at Dante. Did you ever plan to tell me? About the beginning. Yes. When? When you were ready. His voice was soft. When it wouldn't destroy us. Coward. I whispered. Yes. He agreed. I was. Terrified of losing you. I turned to Storm. If I came back, would anything change? Would you claim me publicly? His hesitation was answer enough. We'd need time, he finally said, to prepare the pack. More hiding. I finished. More secrets. More shame. Kai, it's not? Yes, it is. I said, you're still ashamed of me. Still worried what people will think. A blind omega with 3 alphas. It's complicated. It's simple, I corrected. You either love someone enough to fight for them publicly, or you don't. Silence. Then Dante spoke. I claimed him the day he agreed. He said, in front of my entire pack, announced it to the world, put his name on every document, every contract, made sure everyone knew. He's mine and I'm proud of it. The contrast was stark, painful. Storm's voice was small when he spoke. We failed you. Yes, I said. You did. Can we? Can we fix this? Can you publicly claim me? I asked. Tomorrow, can you bond me? Officially, all 3 of you, no more half measures. Storm's voice broke. The pack elders would never. Then you have my answer, I said. You're choosing him, Storm said. Broken, I'm choosing myself, I corrected, and he's the only one who lets me. Storm left. I heard him go, heard the door close, felt his scent fade, felt that chapter of my life end. You're angry, Dante said once we were alone. I'm hurt, I corrected. You used me. Initially, he agreed, and now I need you, he said, like breathing. But if you want to leave, if you need time away from both of us, I'll arrange it, somewhere safe, somewhere neither pack can reach. You'd let me go. If it made you happy, he said, yes, even though it would destroy you. He was quiet. Then, I survived before you. I'd survive after, but I wouldn't want to. I turned toward him, felt for his face, found his jaw, traced it. You're still lying, I said. How? This would destroy you, I said. Admit it. His hand covered mine. Yes, he whispered. It would? Good, I said. Now we're even. Because you destroyed me too. Kai, when you admitted the truth, when I realized everything started as manipulation, it destroyed the fantasy. But here's the thing. My hand moved to his chest, his heart. I don't love the fantasy anymore. I love the reality. The man who asks permission, who makes me braille labels, who chose me every day even when it wasn't part of the plan. You forgive me. His voice was incredulous. No, I said, not yet, but I understand, and I'm choosing to stay. Why? Because revenge brought us together, I said, but love keeps us here, and that's real, even if the beginning wasn't. He pulled me close. Careful, always careful. I'm sorry, I know. I will spend the rest of my life. I stopped him, hand over his mouth. Just love me, I said, honestly, publicly, completely. That's all I need. I can do that, he said against my palm. I am doing that. Prove it. Show me. He did. The next morning, Dante called a pack meeting, full assembly, every member, every ally. I stood beside him, nervous. This is Kai, Dante's voice carried. My mate, my bond, my heart. Some of you know the story, how he came to me, came to us. Some think it was strategy, others think it was fate. The truth, he paused, is both. I pursued him deliberately, saw an opportunity to hurt my enemies, took it, gasps, murmurs. I'm not proud of it. Dante continued, but I'm not ashamed either, because that choice, that calculated move, led me to the best thing in my life. He turned to me, took my hand. This Omega, he said, has changed everything, changed me, made me want peace over war, made me want to build instead of destroy. And if anyone has a problem with that, with him, with us, leave now. Silence. No one moved. Good, Dante said. Then welcome your Luna. Officially, permanently, forever. The pack erupted, cheering, accepting, claiming me as theirs. I felt it. The belonging. Real this time. Not hidden, not ashamed, chosen, after, in private. I heard a phone ring. Dante answered. Put it on speaker. It was Cade. We heard, he said, voice tight. Heard you claimed him publicly. Yes. So that's it, Cade said. You win. This was never about winning, Dante said. It was about him deserving better. And he does, with you. The bitterness was clear, with someone who sees him. Dante corrected, who chooses him, who isn't afraid. We were afraid. River's voice, in the background, terrified of what people would think, what the pack would say, how it would look, and that, Dante said, is why you lost him. The line went quiet, then storm. Quiet, broken. Take care of him. We will, Dante said. We already do. And storm. What? If you ever loved him. Dante's voice was hard. Prove it by letting him be happy, even if it's not with you. The call ended. I leaned against Dante, felt his arms come around me. Safe, home. You okay? He asked. Yeah, I said. I am, really. For the first time, the triplets tried once more. 6 months later, formal request, peace treaty, meeting, neutral ground. I agreed to go, Dante beside me. The triplets looked different, tired, older, broken. Kai. Cade spoke first. We. He stopped, started again. We're sorry. I know, we love you. I know that too. Can you? Storm's voice. Forgive us someday, I said. Maybe. But I can't come back. We know, River said. We needed you to know that we regret everything, every choice, every moment we made you feel less than. I nodded. Thank you for saying it. Cade looked at Dante. Take care of him. I do, Dante said, every day. Good. Cade's voice broke. That's good. They left. I never saw them again. Well, never saw. But you know what I mean. I never encountered them again. The Pack Alliance held, peace maintained, and I I lived, really lived, with an alpha who chose me every single day, who never stopped asking permission, who never stopped making me feel seen. We adopted 2 pups, both blind like me. Gave them everything I never had: acceptance, love, pride. Dante learned Braille. Spent months practicing so he could write me love notes I could read myself. We grew old together, built a pact that valued choice over obligation, love over duty, and when people asked how we met, I told the truth. He planned to use me. I planned to hide. We both planned wrong and found something better. Found each other years later on our anniversary. Dante asked a question. Do you regret it? Regret what? Choosing me over them. No, I said. Do you? Regret pursuing me. He was quiet. Then, I regret how it started. He admitted, regret the manipulation, the calculation. But I don't regret where it led. Good, I said, because I need you to know something. What? That night at the gala, when I heard them with someone else, I didn't just smell vanilla. I smelled your scent too. You were there, watching. I know, he said, waiting for my moment. Part of me hated you for it, I admitted, for circling like a predator. I know, but part of me. I turned toward him. Part of me was grateful. Someone finally saw me, even if it was for the wrong reasons. I saw you, he confirmed, and I couldn't look away. We sat in comfortable silence, the way only people who've survived war together can. You know what's funny? I said. What? I'm blind, but I saw you clearly from the start, saw past the manipulation, saw the loneliness, saw someone as broken as me. And you, he asked, do you see differently now? I see love, I said, real love, the kind that started wrong but grew right. He kissed my forehead, gentle, always gentle. Thank you. For what? For seeing me, he said, when I couldn't see myself. We stayed like that, 2 broken people who found each other in the worst way and loved each other in the best way. The triplets never remarried. I heard, never bonded, spent their lives running an empire, alone. I didn't gloat, didn't feel vindicated, just felt sad for what they lost, for what they could have had if they'd been braver. You pity them, Dante said one day. I do. Why? Because they had love, I said, and they were too afraid to fight for it. You weren't afraid. He wasn't afraid, I corrected. You fought for me, even when I fought back. That's love, fighting, even when it's hard. He pulled me close. I'll always fight for you. I know, I said. That's why I stayed, and I'll always fight for you, he said. That's why I'll never let you go. We kept our promises, both of us, fought for each other, chose each other, loved each other, the way it should have been from the start, the way it always will be, until the end, for real this time. Thank you for staying through this entire journey, through betrayal and revenge and manipulation and love, through the messy parts, the painful parts, the parts where no one was innocent and everyone made mistakes. This wasn't a fairy tale. It was real, complicated, human. If this story touched you, if you've ever felt overlooked, undervalued, hidden, I want you to know something. You deserve to be chosen, publicly, proudly, completely. Not kept, not hidden, chosen. Subscribe for more stories like this. Stories where love isn't perfect, but it's real. Where people make mistakes, but learn from them. Where happy endings are earned, not given. Drop a comment. Tell me, have you ever had to choose between what's familiar and what's right? Between chaos and peace? Between being kept and being chosen? Let's talk about it, because these stories, they're not just entertainment, they're reminders that we all deserve better, that we all deserve love that fights for us, that asks before it takes, that sees us even when we can't see ourselves. Thank you for listening, for staying, for believing. New stories every week, more Omegaverse, more romance, more proof that love, real love, is always worth the fight. Until next time, choose yourself, always. Because this is the part people don't talk about, the part after the happy ending, the part where you have to live with your choices. 5 years after choosing Dante, after the bond, after the peace. I'm in our kitchen, morning routine, coffee brewing, his voice describing the sunrise, gold melting into pink, melting into blue. Our pups are at school. The house is quiet, peaceful. My phone rings, unknown number. I answer out of habit. Hello, Kai. The voice stops my heart. I know that voice. Haven't heard it in 5 years, but I know it. Storm. How did you? I need to see you, he says, urgent. No. Where's Dante? At a meeting, downtown, you're alone. Storm. How did you get this number? How did you know? I've always known, he says, always watched, made sure you were safe, even from a distance. That's creepy, stalking, necessary, he corrects. Because I never stopped loving you, I should hang up, should call Dante. Can I see you? Storm asks, please, just once. Why? Because. His voice breaks. Because Cade is dying. The world stops. What? Cancer, Storm says. Stage 4. Weeks maybe. Days. He wants to apologize. In person. One last time. I can't breathe. Can't process. Cade. Dying. The alpha who commanded rooms. Who never showed weakness. Dying. Please, Storm begs. I know I have no right. I know you've moved on, but he's my brother, and he's dying with regrets. I'll ask Dante, I hear myself say. If he says yes, then yes. Thank you. Storm's voice cracks. Thank you. I hang up, stand there, shaking. When Dante comes home, I tell him everything. His face goes hard. No, Dante, he's dying. I don't care. That's cruel. It's protective. He corrects. This is a trap. What if it's not? What if Cade really is? Then he'll die with regrets, Dante says, like he deserves. I flinch. That's harsh. He hurt you. Dante's voice rises. He broke you, made you feel worthless, and now he wants forgiveness because he's dying. That's not. You don't owe him anything. Dante interrupts. You don't owe any of them anything. I know, I say quietly, but I want to go anyway. Why? Because. I take his hand. Because I need to know I'm not like them, that I can be the bigger person, that I can forgive even when it's hard. His jaw clenches. If you go, I come with you. Deal. The hospice is quiet, sterile, smells like antiseptic and death. Storm meets us at the door, looks older, worn, broken. Thank you, he says, for coming. Where is he? Room 304, Storm says. He stops. He's bad. Dante's hand tightens on mine. We can leave. He says, right now. No, I say. I need to do this. We walk down hallways that echo, past rooms where people are dying, slowly, painfully. Room 304. The door is cracked. I hear machines beeping, breathing, labored, shallow. May I? I ask Dante. See him alone. He stiffens. No, please. I turn toward him. I need this. I'll be right outside, he says. Any sign of trouble? I know. I squeeze his hand. Thank you for letting me. He kisses my forehead. I love you. I know. I step inside. The scent hits me. Cade, but wrong, sick, dying, underneath the machines and medicine. Still him. Kai, his voice. God, his voice. Barely a whisper. Wrecked. You came. I navigate to the bed, careful, find the chair beside it, sit. I came. Thank you, he says. 1. He coughs, wet, painful. I didn't think you would. Why did you want to see me? I ask, after all this time. Because. More coughing. Because I'm dying with regrets. And you're the biggest one. I don't know what to say. We were wrong, he says. So wrong. The way we treated you. The way we. His breathing is labored. We threw away the best thing we ever had. I know. You deserve better. He continues. Deserve everything. And I'm glad you found it. Even if it's not with us. Why now? I ask. Why wait until you're dying to say this? Because I'm a coward. He admits. Always was. Too afraid of what people would think. What the pack would say. And now I'm dying alone. Because I was too afraid to love you properly. I hear tears in his voice. Actual tears. Cade, the alpha who never cried. I'm sorry, he whispers. So fucking sorry. For everything. For hurting you. For making you feel small. For choosing pride over love. I reach out, find his hand. It's thin, frail, nothing like the strong hands that used to hold me. I forgive you, I say. The words feel right, true, you. He sounds shocked. Why? Because holding on to anger. I say, it doesn't hurt you anymore. It hurts me, and I'm tired of hurting. Thank you. He breathes, for being better than me. We sit in silence. His breathing gets worse. Kai. Yeah, do you? He stops, starts again. Do you love him? Dante. Yes, I say. I do. Good. Cade's voice is fading. That's good. You deserve to be loved like that. His hand squeezes mine, weak. Tell River and Storm. Tell them. What? To let you go, he says, completely. No more watching, no more. He coughs, no more hoping. You're his now, and that's how it should be. Okay, I whisper. I'll tell them. He dies an hour later. I'm still holding his hand when the machine starts screaming. When nurses rush in, when Storm pulls me away, crying, broken, Dante is there, wraps me in his arms, takes me home. I cry for 3 days, not because I love Cade, but because I'm sad. Sad for what could have been, sad for the waste, sad for the regret. Dante holds me through it all, never jealous, just supportive. He was your first love. Dante says, it's okay to mourn. Even if he hurt you, even if you moved on, it's okay to be sad. I love you, I tell him, for understanding. I love you, he says, for being you. The funeral is massive, every pack, every ally, hundreds of people. I don't go, can't face it, but I send flowers, white roses. The card reads, you deserved better, from yourself. I hope you found peace. River calls after, thanks you for the flowers, for forgiving Cade, for being there at the end. Storm doesn't call. Months later I see him, accidentally, at a neutral pack meeting. He looks broken, lost. Kai, he says, surprised. I didn't know you'd be here. Dante needed me, I say. I'm his mate, his partner. I go where he goes. Right? Storm says. Of course. We stand there, awkward. Then, I'm sorry, he says, for everything, for the phone call, for asking you to see Cade, for all of it. It's okay. You were grieving. I still am. He admits. We both are, River and me. We lost our brother, our pack, our... He stops. Our chance. Storm! I'm happy, I say gently. With Dante. With my life. I know, he says. I can see it. The way you smile, the way you stand. You're not hiding anymore. No, I agree. I'm not. That's good, he says. Really good. You deserve that. Thank you. He turns to leave. Storm. Wait. He stops. What Cade said about letting me go. Have you? He's quiet for a long moment. Then, I'm trying, he says. Every day, I'm trying. That's all I can ask. We never speak again, but sometimes, at pack meetings, across rooms, I feel him watching, not threatening, not possessive, just sad, and I feel bad for him, for River, for the regrets they'll carry forever. But I don't regret my choices. Don't regret choosing Dante, choosing myself, choosing peace over chaos, love over obligation, real over familiar. 10 years after the gala, after the betrayal, after everything, I'm happy, genuinely, completely happy. Our pups are teenagers now, thriving, our pack is strong, our bond is unbreakable, and every morning, Dante still describes the sunrise, still makes braille labels, still asks permission before touching me, still chooses me, every single day. That's love, not the fairy tale kind. The real kind, the kind that starts messy, gets messier, and somehow becomes beautiful. If you made it this far, through all the pain and growth and complicated feelings, thank you. Thank you for seeing that sometimes the right choice isn't the easy one, that sometimes love means letting go, that sometimes the person who seems wrong turns out to be exactly right. Subscribe if you believe in second chances, in choosing yourself, in love that earns its happy ending. Comment and tell me, what would you have done? Stayed with the familiar, or chosen the unknown? I chose the unknown, and I've never looked back. Thank you for being here. Until next time, choose love, real love, the kind that fights for you. 20 years later, I'm older now, grayer. though I can't see that. Dante tells me, describes each silver strand like it's precious. Our pups are grown, bonded, starting their own lives. The house feels different, quieter, but not empty, never empty with him here. We're on the terrace, our spot, where we've spent thousands of evenings, his hand in mine, warm, familiar, perfect. Tell me, I say, about the sunset. He shifts, pulls me closer. It's orange tonight, like fire, like the way your cheeks flush when I kiss you. I smile. You're getting poetic in your old age. I've always been poetic, he corrects. You just never let me finish sentences. Because you talk too much, I tease. He laughs, kisses my temple. We're getting old, I observe. We are. He agrees. Do you regret it? Any of it? No, he says. Not a single day. Not even the hard parts. Especially not the hard parts. He corrects. They made us stronger. I lean into him. I'm glad I caught them. What? Cheating. That night. I'm glad. Why? Because it led me here. To you. To this. To everything. He's quiet. Then, I'm glad too. Even though it started wrong, it ended right. I turn toward him, feel for his face, trace the lines, the years, the love. I love you, I say, still, always, forever. I love you, he says, more now than the day I claimed you, more tomorrow than today. We sit in comfortable silence, the way only people who've loved each other for decades can. My phone rings. I ignore it. It rings again. Dante picks it up. It's River, he says, surprised. Answer it, I say, for closure. He hands me the phone. Hello, Kai. River's voice, older, tired. He stops. It's Storm. My heart drops. What about him? He had a heart attack, River says. He didn't make it. Oh God, I'm sorry, River continues. I know you've moved on, know you have a life. But I thought you should know. Thank you, I say, for telling me. The funeral. River starts. You don't have to come, I know, but he would have wanted. I'll think about it, I say. Let me talk to Dante. Okay, River says, and Kai. Thank you for everything, for forgiving us, for being you. The call ends. I sit there, numb. Dante's arms come around me. You okay? I don't know. Do you want to go? To the funeral, I think. I turn to him. I think I need to. For closure. He nods, then we'll go. Together, always together. The funeral is smaller than Cade's, more intimate, just pack, close allies. River stands at the front, alone now, last of the triplets. He looks, devastated, broken, lost after the service. He finds me, Kai. His voice cracks. Thank you for coming. Of course. We stand there, two people who once loved the same men, who took different paths, different lives. He was never the same. River says, after you left, after Cade died, he just gave up. I'm sorry. What for? For. I gesture vaguely. For being happy, when he wasn't. Don't apologize for that, River says. Your happiness. It's what he wanted, in the end, really, really. River confirms. He told me, made me promise, to let you go, to stop watching, to let you be happy. Did you? I ask. Let me go. I tried, he admits. But I couldn't help checking, making sure you were safe, that Dante was treating you well. Was he what? Treating you well. The best, I say, honestly. He chose me every day, publicly, proudly, everything we should have done. River's voice breaks. I know. I'm sorry. We were cowards, and it cost us everything. I reach out, find his hand. You still have the pack. It's not the same. Oh, he says, without my brothers, without you, I'm alone. You don't have to be. Find someone, move on, live. I can't. He says, you three were it, the loves of my life, and I lost you all. I'm sorry, I say, genuinely. I am too. He squeezes my hand. Be happy, he says, for all of us, for the ones who were too afraid. I will, I promise. We part, final, complete, and I realize this is it, the last tie, the last connection to that life, to those alphas, to that version of me who was kept and hidden and small. It's over, finally, fully over. Dante drives us home, silent, supportive, when we get inside, when the door closes, when we're alone. I break, not sad crying, relieved crying. It's done. I sob into his chest. It's finally done. I know. He holds me tight. I know. I mourned for 2 days, not for storm, not really, but for the end. For the closing of a chapter, for the boys I loved who never became the men I needed, and then I let it go. All of it, the pain, the regret, the what-ifs, let it all go, and chose, again, every day, for the rest of my life, chose Dante, chose peace, chose love, real love, the kind that sees you, chooses you, keeps you, not because it has to, but because it wants to. That's the real ending, not dramatic, not explosive, just peaceful. 2 people who found each other in the wrong way, loved each other the right way, and built a life that mattered. If you're still here, still listening, thank you. Thank you for believing that even messy beginnings can have beautiful endings, that people can change, grow, become better, that love, real love, is worth fighting for. Subscribe for more stories, more proof that happy endings are possible. Even when the beginning is broken, comment your thoughts, your feelings, your own stories of choosing yourself. I read everyone. Until next time, remember, you deserve to be chosen, publicly, proudly, completely. Don't settle for less. Never settle for less. Thank you for being part of this journey. From betrayal to healing, from broken to whole, from kept to chosen. This is the end. Really, truly, finally, the end, and it's beautiful. But there's one more thing I need to tell you, one more truth, one more piece of this story, the part I've been avoiding, the part that's hardest to admit, that first year with Dante, when everything was new, when the bond was fresh, when I was learning to trust again. There were nights I couldn't sleep, nights I lay awake wondering if I'd made the right choice, wondering if the triplets really loved me, wondering if running to their enemy was strength or weakness. Dante always knew, even in the dark, even when I tried to hide it. You're thinking about them, he'd say, not angry, just observant. I'm sorry, don't be. He'd pull me closer. It's natural. They were your first love. First loves leave marks. Do you think I made a mistake? I'd ask, choosing you. He'd be quiet. Then, I think you made the bravest choice of your life. How? Because it would have been easier to go back, he'd say. Easier to forgive them, to believe their promises, to hope they'd change. But you didn't. You chose the harder path, the unknown, the enemy. Why? Why do you think? I don't know, I admitted. Because I asked, he'd say. Every time, every touch, every moment, I asked. And they never did. That was it, wasn't it? That simple difference. Between being taken and being given, between assumption and request, between ownership and partnership, I'd fall asleep in his arms, feeling chosen, feeling safe, feeling like maybe, just maybe, I'd made the right choice after all. And in the morning, he'd describe the sunrise, make my coffee, ask if he could kiss me good morning, every single day. That's love, not the passionate kind that burns hot and fast, but the steady kind, the kind that asks, the kind that chooses, the kind that stays, even when the alternative is easier, even when the past calls, even when doubt creeps in. That kind of love, that's what I have, what I chose, what I'll keep choosing until the day I die. So if you're wondering, if the blind Omega made the right choice, if running to the enemy was smart or stupid, if this story has a moral, here it is. Choose the love that chooses you, every time, every day, every moment, without hesitation, without shame, without regret. That's the only choice that matters, the only one that lasts, the only one worth making. Thank you for listening, for understanding, for believing that even broken people can find their person, can build their peace, can choose their happiness. Subscribe if this moved you. Comment if you've ever had to choose between safe and right. Share if you know someone who needs to hear this. And remember, you're worth choosing, publicly, proudly, completely. Never forget that. Never settle for less. This is Kai, signing off, choosing love every single day, the end. One final truth before I go. Something I learned through all of this, through the betrayal and the healing, through the anger and the forgiveness. Through choosing and being chosen, love isn't about never making mistakes. It's about what you do after. The triplets made mistakes, huge ones, devastating ones, and when given the chance to fix them, they chose pride, chose fear, chose everything except me. Dante made mistakes too, manipulated, calculated, used me as revenge. But when given the chance to fix them, he chose honesty, chose vulnerability, chose me. That's the difference, not perfection, but effort, not never falling, but always getting back up, not being right, but being willing to be wrong, and learning, growing, becoming better. If you take nothing else from this story, take this. You deserve someone who chooses growth over pride, who chooses you over their ego, who chooses love over being right, every single time, without hesitation. That's not weakness, that's strength. Real strength, the kind that lasts, the kind that matters, the kind that builds something beautiful, from broken pieces, from mistakes, from second chances. That's what Dante gave me, not perfection, but effort, every day, every moment, every choice. And that's more than enough. That's everything. Thank you for being here, for every word, every moment, every emotion. I hope you find your person, the one who chooses you, who asks instead of takes, who builds instead of breaks. And when you do, when you find that love, hold on to it, fight for it, choose it every single day, the way I chose Dante, the way he chose me, the way we chose each other. That's the real happy ending, not perfect, but real, not easy, but worth it, not fantasy, but beautifully, perfectly, messily, human. This is Kai, for the last time, reminding you, you're worth choosing. Now go find someone who knows that too. Goodbye. And if you're wondering what happened to River, the last triplet, the one left behind, he's still out there, running the East Syndicate alone, building an empire on regrets. Last I heard, he never bonded, never claimed anyone else, just works, builds, exists. Some people say he's waiting, hoping I'll change my mind, come back, but I won't, can't, won't betray the man who chose me when no one else would, the man who sees me every day without fail, the man who loves me, not despite my blindness, but including it. That's Dante, that's my mate, that's my choice, forever. So River waits alone, and I live, really live, with love, with family, with peace. That's justice, not revenge, justice, and it's enough, more than enough. It's everything.